Dripping in gold? That's cool. Dripping in Velveeta's supremely creamy golden cheesiness? That's respect. Elevate your drip with Velveeta's range of outrageously delicious dips and dishes. Shells, cheese, melty blocks, and heat and eat queso that go all in on indulgence. Flex on your fam with a creamy, cheesy masterpiece and go all in on what you love with Velveeta. Respect the drip and satisfy your cravings. Bring home the drip with Velveeta.
This episode is brought to you by Casamigos Tequila. What do you bring to a holiday party? Simple, a bottle of Casamigos. Because nothing gets the party started like a Casamigos margarita, which isn't just for summer. In fact, it's the perfect pour all year round. Casamigos is the gift that always feels right, because anything goes with my Casamigos. Please drink responsibly. Imported by Casamigos Spirits Company, White Plains, New York. Casamigos Tequila, 40% alcohol by volume.
Did you know that your American Indian is a race that has no word for wheel? No concept of farming, no understanding of land ownership.
Is that a fact?
But from what I hear, you found a solution to that problem in your country.
I guess that depends on whether you're an Indian or not.
You see, in many ways, our two nations are quite similar. We both brought civilization to the Stone Age.
Hello and welcome to Unequal Sequel. My name is Dave and I'm one of the two hosts of this giddy podcast.
And my name's Rich and I'm the other host of this giddy podcast. Think of me as Nomeo to Dave's Juliet, because we're Shakespearean characters, but really little Nomi ones.
Yeah, that'll do. The premise of Unequal Sequel is very simple. We ask our guests their best ever sequel, worst ever sequel, and finally their dream sequel.
And sometimes we drift off and talk about other things. Sometimes movies, sometimes just life in general.
And sometimes we do drop big fat spoilers by accident. So if that happens, I think it's time to go to the bottle bank. Get that glass recycled. It's coming up to Christmas. Because on today's episode, we are joined by Jamie Allerton.
Jamie is a fantastic comedian. You can check him out gigging all over the country. And he does a couple of brilliant podcasts, The Best Movie 2 and Just Films and That. I love the names. The names are great.
They are good names. We're very excited to sit down with Jamie and chat all things sequels with him.
These are Jamie Allerton's Unequal Sequels. Enjoy.
Okay, so let's dig into the first question, Jamie. So what is the first sequel you remember seeing and getting excited about?
So I think the first sequel is because my brother's a massive sci-fi fan. So right. I think Empire Strikes Back is probably the first, we sat down, it's just, rainy weekend, and we just continued from, because he had the VHS tapes. And I really rallied against him as well, because I was like, that one you just put on was in the sand was quite boring. And then them two robots went on. I would have been 6 or something.
Of course.
And then he puts the second one on. I was like, I really pushed against, because he likes Star Trek as well, and I really pushed against, I'm not going to like this because it's all nerdy and you're getting all excited, but I was like, this is amazing. Oh my God, the hero is getting frozen. And that kind of, I begrudgingly was like, okay, I'm into this. And obviously now I see A New Hope as what Trent said is fantastic what they did.
Yeah.
But when you're 6, you're like, God, this is boring. And why does he just walk around and moaning? And there's such a difference in Luke being whiny in the first one to oh no, he's badass now. Look he really cut that pipe in half. He showed that pipe before.
Love it.
Yeah. So, how old is your brother? How old is he? Older?
He's just less than 2 years older than me. Yeah.
2 years.
Okay. That's quite a lot when you're 6, though. Difference between 6 and 8 is quite big, isn't it?
What's really cool is my sister is 14 years older than us. And so she showed us all the great stuff like RoboCop, Terminator, when you were way too early for it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. When you watched Empire and you watched New Hope, did you do Return of the Jedi? Did you do the trilogy?
Not on the same day. It kind of, do you know when you're a kid and winter or summer, it kind of feels like it all blends into the same time?
Yes.
We probably had too much gas in the house or something, and I was just, I was every day feels the same. But no, it was round about the same time, because also this is early 90s. You don't have, it wasn't like now where you could have, 100 VHSs. It was like, that is your birthday present. He got the trilogy secondhand on VHS, but it was like, it's either that or we watch Batman that we recorded off BBC last year. Like, there wasn't that much choice. These kids with the streaming now, they don't know the Bourne.
Don't know
They
the
have
Bourne.
no idea how lucky they are.
I quite often say to my son, do you know that Netflix didn't used to exist? He's like, what did you do? It's like, we had videos.
There was a time when we messaged Netflix and they sent us stuff in the post. And it was more exciting.
It was. The wait. I mean, we used to have to beg, borrow and steal movies pretty much back in the early 90s and stuff, and wait for it to come from cinema to VHS and then sometimes even to TV. Like you said, the Batman thing, when it came out on BBC, they went mad for it.
Yeah.
The first time they dropped it. It was a big, big thing. Are you a Star Wars fan now?
So people ask me this. I am, but if you're just listening to this, I'm fat with glasses, which means you don't get a third thing. You don't get another one.
Me too.
So, yeah. So, like, the way I say it is I love movies, which means Star Wars falls under that, but I'm not, like, overly into Star Wars. Like, I can distance myself to the point that, the Rise of Skywalker happened. We just have to let that happen. It exists. It's out there. Kind of like, one of them parents who's like, look, you did this you ran through my house, you murdered everyone, but I just need to forgive you and carry on with my life. I'll just crack on. But I do, like, I love what Star Wars did to cinema back then. I love, and it's one of them, like, you can't, because I studied film at uni, and there was so many, like, people who would demand we watch the new Spanish movie, and me and my idiot mates would be like, no, we should watch Star Wars, guys. There's a lot to learn from this. I'd be there like, we should watch every Die Hard. And so I love it, but I'm not, I wouldn't dress up for it again, probably.
Why did you choose to do film studies then? A kind of thing. What made you draw? Were you always a big fan when you were young?
Yeah. So we had a video shop at the top of our road when I was growing up.
For a minute, I thought you had the video shop. Your family.
I'm sorry, no.
I was about to lose my mind.
No.
There's gonna be a million questions.
So I grew up in a place in Liverpool called Bootle, which is like, it's a rough place. It's where Jamie Carragher's from. So
yes,
there's a lot of, like, cars on fire and stuff. And right at the top of our road, though, there was a video store, which is like, it's either go play out, join a gang, or, I mean, I probably could have just played out, but in my mind, it was like this place of just, people running by, shooting everyone. But you had solace in, you go to the top of the road, there was a video store there. It was an independent video store, and he had like different, so if it had been out for a long time, it was £1. You had the 50p kids ones. New releases were like £3, and it was 48 hours as well, not one day.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember, like, there were times when we'd rent something and then we'd get up early in the morning because we were like, we haven't finished that film, and you'd have to get it back. Because I had to be back by 3 as well, which was a nightmare because my mum was like, well, it's going to be back by 3:30 because I have to pick you stupid shit up from school.
Did you have to rewind it as well?
Yeah, the rewind. Yeah, you got annoyed if you didn't rewind.
People don't understand the rewind and how that's extra charge. You didn't rewind; it's going on the account.
Yeah, and people don't get about wearing out a VHS as well. That was mad. When we used to rent out Ghostbusters so much. Like every weekend we were like, and obviously, of course, we're getting Ghostbusters, to the point that my mum was like, I'm just going to buy this because this is getting ridiculous. You can watch it in the week, and so I can have my Fridays back. Because Friday was like, we go to the video shop, we rent something, we have a chippy, we sit down and we watch the film, and it was a perfect Friday.
Love that. I love the fact your mum's like, I'm just going to buy it. I've spent 25 quid on renting Ghostbusters every week.
She was.
And VHSs weren't cheap either back then. They were a hefty price. Was your video man, was he loose on the ratings for you kids? Or did the older sister come in handy at this point?
He was loose on selling me cigarettes from my mum. So he knew us. He was a lovely guy called Jeet. And because he knew us personally, because we rented so often there.
Yeah.
Well, he would also see, because he would use common sense, like he would see my mum and dad let us get 15s and 18s when we were like 10. So he would be like, well, your parents don't care. So it's not like I'd be like, we've got him. Let's go. Like, he wouldn't rate us like porn or anything, but...
oh, good. There were limits then.
Yeah. No, well, obviously complaints were made. But yeah, it was a nice, like, kind of local shop where he understood, like, if I was buying cigarettes, it was for my mum. If I was getting this movie, it's because they already, like, consented that we were. Yeah. I remember, because my sister's into film as well, so we watched a lot of behind the scenes. Do you remember when Jurassic Park came out on VHS and you had that behind the scenes afterwards on the VHS? And so we, from an early age, we understood the dynamics of it. And I remember, like, being in the room and telling my mum, I know that that's ketchup, which obviously it's not ketchup, but I got in my head, it's make-believe.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, she thought meant I was ready for Misery and Reservoir Dogs. And I watched Reservoir Dogs and I was like, he's a good guy. I don't know why he's doing that to it, because I'm used to, like, the good guy wins. Your diehards and stuff. Where it's like, good guy, maybe bad stuff happened, but good guy wins. And I was like, he's had his ear cut off and he's been shot. He's a good guy.
Oh, bless you, Jamie. Yeah. Bless you. But obviously, The Empire Strikes Back must have prepared you for sometimes the bad guy wins.
Yeah, but I think I knew 3 was coming. Like, okay, it wasn't like I think you can, unless you were there back when A New Hope comes out. Star Wars was never just that one film, is it? It's always a continuation.
Yeah.
Even if I don't want to say 9 films, because it's not. It's 8.
It is. You're right.
It is 8.
We can include Rogue One in there if people want to make it 9.
Yeah.
Hell, I'll include Solo.
No.
Okay.
No.
I turned Solo off halfway through, actually.
That's the right choice.
Yeah. I think, one, because I love, was it Miller and... Is it Miller? No,
Lord and Miller.
Yeah, Lord and Miller. I was eating my steak and I was like, I should probably turn this off because I'm meant to be on a date and I haven't brought headphones. I turned that off because I was like, what Lord and Miller would have done with this would have been great.
Yeah.
And now it's just very bored people looking bored.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. It's a Ron Howard movie at that point, and there's no flavour to it.
Yeah, it's not even like Apollo 13 Ron Howard. It's the Da Vinci Code Ron Howard.
Yeah.
That's
not
true.
Good.
Do you remember when you were growing up, the big films that you remember? Like, what were the big releases that you remember for your kid?
Big. So Jurassic Park was huge, so huge. I remember the day. I remember the cinema. I remember where we sat. I even remember because my dad used to work in a warehouse that did the stickers, the mailing stickers.
Oh yeah.
So anytime a film came out, we got a whole box of the stickers and the book, and we just filled it in straight away. Which I think, I genuinely have tracked this to me not being sporty, because all the kids would do like swaps for the football stickers.
Yeah.
And be like, and that's how they get to know all the football stars, whereas we'd just get it, and in half an hour we'd fill the sticker book and be like, oh, that's done. So we never got to have that, like, going to school and be like, oh, I need, the left back for Sheffield Wednesday. We'd just be like, yeah, I've done it, and I've got all the shinies.
I'm so jealous of you.
I had all these Jurassic Park stickers, and I left them in the cinema and cried until my dad was like, I can literally just get another box tomorrow. I don't know what the problem is.
Right, let's get on to the next question.
Okay.
Which is one of the big question, which is, Jamie, what is your best ever sequel?
I was shocked that you haven't done this yet. Die Hard
We've
with
been
a
talking about
Vengeance.
this for ages.
Yeah, we're excited.
Absolutely ages we've been talking about this. It's a great choice.
Whenever I prep for a podcast, I'm always like, you know what, do the right thing. Watch all the movies beforehand, do the homework. I didn't even have to rewatch this because it's seared. I've watched this so many times. Yeah. And not only that, I know the difference between the awful cut that we got in the BBC in the UK, and then now we get the better, nicer extended edition on Disney.
Enlighten me.
There's just some weird, like, some of the swearing when we got it here, I think because they wanted it as a 15 and maybe it was R-rated over there, and it passed for 15 now because everyone's got a bit more lenient, but it just changed a bit. Like, do you know when he's got the sandwich board on and the group of lads see him, and it's just like little differetions where someone goes, what the hell is that between what the fuck is that? And because I had the BBC version for so long.
Oh, because you recorded it.
Sorry, as the BBFC version.
BBFC, sorry.
Yeah, because I had that for so long. It's really nice watching it now and being like, oh, there was a little hidden F-bomb there. That's nice to see. So yeah, it's like and that is the one that I grew up on. Die Hard, and from an early age understanding that Die Hard 2 is a little bit lesser. I'd never fully hate Die Hard 2.
No.
But I think that when people say like the trilogy together feels the same, you're like, no, there's a definite dip because they didn't really understand the character in the second one. And oh my God, Bruce Willis plays hungover amazing.
Yeah,
that's one of the best at it. Yeah, it's incredible.
I think if you imagine Last Boy Scout as like a secret sequel to Die Hard, because he can play himself as hungover for like 3 days and you get it.
Yeah.
And you've been in that situation. He's a guy who looks in the mirror and goes, I fucking hate you to himself. And you're like, yeah, I get it, Bruce. And it does everything perfectly. Samuel Jackson being brought on is like such a great topper.
Yeah.
And it's also the script. I like that history of scripts that like kind of, there's never, I think them and the Lethal Weapons always kind of switched. There was always random, because this was based on something called Simon Says, wasn't it? And that's that middle fun bit. Although I've got some issues with some of the games that they play. Do you know everyone talks about the water puzzle?
Yeah.
The filling the water jugs. I hate that they cut away from that because it's such a cheat. And they cut away and then they come back and they're like, wait a minute, you've got that much, so if we do this, why are you not showing us the whole puzzle in one go? But like that's a small criticism. I think Jeremy Irons is
he's so good.
It's hard to replace Alan Rickman, isn't it? Or a naked William Sadler doing Tai Chi.
Yeah, I forget about that sometimes.
I think Jeremy Irons does so well in that though. Like you say, like he's got such a lot to live up to as a baddie in Die Hard. But he just kind of goes for it, doesn't he? Yeah,
and I think the difference is he's having fun. That's what was smart to do. Let's just make this fun. And it is so much fun, Die Hard 3. And I think that's where they get some of the mistakes in number 2 are they forget how fun number 1 is as well. Like if you look at the Johnson & Johnson dynamics and the 2, just because it's Rennie Harlan, he's like, let's just blow stuff up. That'll be good.
Yeah.
And then 3, you've got John McTiernan was great at having these little mad side characters and stuff. Like I even remember knowing Wall Street blows up and you have those people looking down, counting the fire engines.
Yeah.
Like that, McTiernan had he just had fun, nice characters that were memorable. There was never a boring scene. If he's giving you exposition, like the guy in the truck, Jerry, not boring, really fascinating character.
I was rewatching it a minute ago, and the amount of expo they get through at the beginning of that movie is quite incredible with how, like you said, so many different characters. The whole like police squad you get to feel and learn and meet in the first 10 minutes. And by the way, it's the best beginning of a Die Hard movie.
Yeah.
And it could be the best beginning of a lot of movies. In the city, and then they explode. We're off and running straight away. There's no fucking around.
With McTiernan being the dad of that franchise and going, right, I'm taking this back because you didn't understand it for number 2. Because number 2 said, what do we need for a Die Hard film? He needs to be confined. He needs to be on his own. It needs to be Christmas. And McTiernan was the one who went, okay, we're doing the opposite of what you think should be in this. He's not saving Holly. It's not Christmas. He's in his own city. It's not only is it summer, but you can feel how sweaty.
It does. It feels sweaty, doesn't it?
And it just said, no, they're not the elements that you needed. What you needed was fun characters, Bruce against the world. I don't know if he was like, and he has to have a black sidekick. But that seems to be the running thing. I don't know if they, like, when Justin Long came on for number 4, he was like, I'm not black, right? Is it going to be in the shit? But it's just, McTiernan was confident enough to go, no, get rid of all that crap. Fun, have them doing this stuff. Great.
And also, John McClane's not a superhero. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. He's fallible. Like, he's so fallible.
Especially in this one.
Yeah, he fucks up so much. Like, it's great. Like,
in the Hangover movies, they're supposed to have a hangover. That's the whole point. And after the first 20 minutes, you don't buy them having a hangover like that. At no point are they like, I need a Diet Coke, or they're just putting the face on like a cold wall and going. Whereas you buy for, like, even at the end when he's like I think isn't someone talking to him? He's like yawning. Oh yeah, no. When Samuel Jackson first starts talking to him and tell him like you're gonna die, he yawns in his face because he's so hungover, and he doesn't forget that as well. Like he's snarky with people, and you get the feeling like he's probably more snarky because he's had like 4 hours sleep.
Yeah.
He's still a little bit drunk.
He needs a bacon sandwich and some Tic Tacs.
Yeah.
It's incredible. What age did you see when you first saw it? Do you remember?
So I would have. We rented this as soon as it came out. So I think it's Die Hard 3. I feel like
95.
95. So if you think it would have probably 96 in the.
Yeah.
So I would have been 10. I think 9 or 10. Yeah. And I remember that was it was less violent than the first one, wasn't it? So it was a 15.
Yeah, I guess it kind of was. I mean, he still breaks some necks in a lift at some point and stuff like that, but it's pretty, you're right.
It was a 15 in the UK, and I already had Die Hard 1 on VHS. I begged my dad to let me get it. Brilliant. Even though I think there's a bit number 1, which even they were like, oh, when it's not the glass in the feet, it's when he's right before the glass in the feet, when he's shooting all the henchmen. And a guy's knees opens up and it's just like jelly coming out. Yeah. And even then, my dad was like, oh, should we be, I don't know about this one. But
nowadays, that's the point, it's Christmas.
Yeah. Well, that tinsel coming out.
Yeah, absolutely. I got to see this when it came out on VHS because I was in Spain once, and I was with my mum and dad and another family, and all the adults got diarrhea, like horrific diarrhea. And there was one man basically still standing, one of the dads, and he took us to a video store, and he rented Die Hard and another movie. I'll get to the other movie later. We watched Die Hard for literally, I think, over and over again, Die Hard with Vengeance, for about 4 days straight. We absolutely loved it. And we ranged from like 9 to 12 at that age. Yeah. I don't think I'd ever seen Die Hard 1 by that point. So John McClane was a whole new thing. It was the first time I've come across certain language from the breadboard. I was like, lots of questions there. Yeah, because very young, didn't know what was going on there. So that, for years, I was like, I don't know what the big deal is. And then that obviously worked that out now. And then it's him and Samuel Jackson, like Bruce Willis together. It was so much fun. Jeremy Irons, like, somebody had fun. Holy Toledo. Or he absolutely eats up that movie. There's the sexy companion woman who doesn't say anything again. The action is non-stop. The train stuff for like a 10-year-old, it's like an action as wet dream kind of thing. It's just non-stop. It's brilliant. And
the action has different flavours as well. Like there's a bit where they're getting chased after McClane comes up the water pipe and they start getting chased. And it changes to like, I really love this shot where once he turns the car around and he shoots them and they crash. They change it to this like Paul Greengrass-esque like shaky cam. Yeah. Just to show like kind of how manic everyone is and how, everyone's going a bit mental. And it's so well directed. I know it's weird to just wang on about how much I love John McTiernan, but
no,
he should have paid his taxes. I'll be honest with you. But apart from that, it's and also some of the stuff that like a different director would not have done this well. Like the fantastical he manages to make, like the sliding down the crane should look stupid. That's you should watch that and go, this is moronic, this film. But he does it so, and the joke that it lands of McClane grabbing on to the crane, thinking that he's safe, and then you see Samuel Jackson fall in the background, and that's what drags him down. It's all, and it's like, because you've done that as a joke, I'm going to let this pass as like something that would have killed you, or you'd have broken bones.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of stuff in there that probably should have killed him. To be fair, I love the taxi bit.
You let it off because it does. It does hurt. Do you know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to kill him. Like killing does hurt him. He's in pain.
He's constantly in pain. Yeah, you're right. And I mean, the taxi set piece. Have you ever been to Manhattan?
No, I haven't yet.
So I went a few years back. We did this is so nerdy. I went with my mate who also did film studies, and when we got around the corner and saw the Ghostbusters fire station, like I welled up. I was like, "This is incredible!" And then I rented a bike and cycled around the Central Park. And you're looking at the rocks and you're like, that's the rocks that Bruce Willis went off on.
Oh, amazing.
And
I didn't say around the park. I said through the park.
The jokes in that as well. There's like every joke lands. How do Catholics do that thing? North, south, east, west. And are you aiming for these people? Maybe that mime.
Yeah, absolutely. Even his Samuel L. Jackson's reactions, it feels like he actually put him in a cab.
Yeah.
And then it's like, we're going to drive you through a madman, because he's literally gripping the bonnet and his eyes are, he's saying the lines, but he's focused so much what's going on in front of him, like he's scared shitless.
Yeah, and well done to Samuel L. Jackson for not coming onto this and wanting to be like, I was really cool in Pulp Fiction, I want to be really fucking cool in this. Instead, it's you can tell like McClane has been through this. Not only has he been through this kind of thing, but also he's a bum who, like, if McClane dies, I feel like in this one he wouldn't really care that much. Do you ever get one of them hangovers where you are like, honestly, if I have a stroke right now, let's go, stroke me out. But whereas Samuel Jackson, he the whole time it's like, I've never done this before. Like when he's saying like, check that dead body, he's like, I don't want to check a dead body.
Yeah.
What makes Samuel Jackson cool in that film is that he's not trying to be cool. He's playing this like nerdy guy who's just been thrust upon this adventure. And that's always fun, the idea of like being dragged on someone else's adventure. Yeah. Where they are kind of like, they kind of know what they're doing. Like McClane kind of knows what he's doing. And Samuel Jackson is like constantly confused.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to be there, does he? It's like, why the fuck am I in this?
Yeah. There's such great bits, like when they take that other car and he's like, oh, that guy was really pissed at a smile. He's like, I'll be happy when he looks on the back seat. He's like, that was my gold bar. I would never think to be able to write sort of that clever. Like just the way the dynamics change in their emotions of Samuel Jackson is laughing because they've stole this guy's car and he's having a great time. Bruce Willis is hungover, but he's also got the nous to, if he's stealing someone's car, he's left that gold bar for that guy to have.
Yeah.
Did you ever get to watch it in film studies, Die Hard with a Vengeance at university? Did you talk your lecturer into it?
I wrote three essays on Die Hard 1.
Brilliant.
3!
Excellent.
So one was a scene analysis. This was what was great, is because I started uni in 2005 when they were starting to do commentaries on DVDs. But the lecturers hadn't found out about it, especially the calibre of Northampton University, where they were still as hungover as John McClane.
Hey, we went to the University of Gloucestershire. It ain't much different.
What was great is you could listen to the director's commentary and then just write down what the stuff they were saying as like, I've interpreted this as, because like,
why didn't I do that?
Yeah, I did the scene analysis. When Hans first meets John McClane, and there's it's all arty farty wanky film stuff, but he was saying like, I've touched the lens on Hans, but everything behind him is clean, like it's all like metal and just grey. And he's like, this is to show that even though Hans is like a psychopath, he's very uncomplicated and he's in control. Whereas behind John McClane, it's his traditional shot and there's a lot going on behind him to show that like he's in disarray. This was all John McTiernan saying this stuff, and I was just typing it down like, I've interpreted this as blah, 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 blah. It was great. I got like really good marks for the kind of shit I used to turn in when it was like drawn in crayon. And yeah, eventually I managed to get one of my lecturers who was dead against Die Hard, because I think they got caught up in the like, this is just to churn out sequels. They watched that first one and they were like, yeah, fair enough, that's a great film.
Nice, I like that. Me and Dave both did film at university as well. Which is how we met, and it was just as lax essentially. Like one of my friends just took one of my essays, copied it completely and used it as a chapter in his dissertation. And it was like, nobody said a thing.
My mate actually, he got so... I used to ask my mate for his essay and I'd just copy it and change stuff. And I got a higher grade than him once. And he actually... We were sat, just me and him, with our lecturer in our lecturer's office. And he went, he fucking copied my essay. And the lecturer went, yeah, but he copied it really well. So... And a trick I used to do whenever I took a book out from the library, I'd make a note of what books were to the left and the right of that book, and then in my references, I'd write them down. I hadn't referenced them.
That's good,
because I knew the lecturers were lazy enough to just go to the back and be like, "Oh, you've done wider reading. Well done."
That's good. We had a friend who was so bad at this kind of thing that when you were quoting people, he quoted like Hot Dog Magazine. I never forget that. That made me laugh.
The guy in pub said this.
Yeah, that's not really what they're looking for, Matt. I have to ask about the other Die Hard films to you, Jamie.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it.
How do we feel now it's all over?
It's sad that because I think 4. So with 4, I think 4 is a good film. It's just not a good Die Hard film.
Yes, that is true.
I enjoy 4 on its own. I do think that Len Wiseman was afraid of the character, and I think that's why we cut away too much.
Yeah,
but it's criminal to have Timothy Olyphant and just have him so boring.
Yeah, I agree.
He's the most forgettable one. But 4, I can kind of, I think, especially if you watch the extended cut, like that's got some better stuff.
Bit more fucks.
And I do think it's fun and it does make sense. The car into the helicopter thing.
Yeah.
It's the riding on the Harrier at the end. That's stupid. Don't do that.
That's when it jumps the shark.
That's very stupid. Yeah. This is the point where you're not sure who John McClane is anymore. He's not supposed to be an action hero like that. You know, he's supposed to be an accidental hero.
And in free, his marriage is on the rocks. Always have his marriage on the rocks, sure. But in 4, he's just this divorced dad who's stalking his kids, and also it's like they watched the first 3 and went, okay, what can we write about the character? He doesn't get on well with technology. And you're like, yeah, he doesn't get on well with technology, but he's not a caveman. He's talking about stuff that he should have been trained in, where he's like, oh, they put like, doesn't someone remind him that they've got a transponder in his car or something? They can tell his location. Like, you would know that, Bruce. Like, he as a police officer, he would know that his own car was low jacked, I think, because that's like him being like, oh, they put bullets in these guns. Wow, okay, let's see what we can do with this. That being said, I think it's fun. I think Elizabeth, I could never remember her name.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Yeah, Mary Elizabeth Winstead. She's great. Just don't do the maths on how old she should be from number 1. It's like, but you were kept behind a few years in college, weren't you? And we didn't know that Jai Courtney was coming. It was Better Times at number 4, Innocent Times. We were like, okay, that's the worst. And then, oh God, let's get into Die Hard 5 then. That was so bad that when my housemate at the time, I had to call him up and say, can you come back and roll us one of your special cigarettes, please? Because I wasn't into that. But I was like, I need this in my life right now. Yeah. Because also we were in Budapest when they were filming that. We just by chance, we went to Budapest on like a long weekend, and they just closed off where our hostel was, and it was like, you can get in if you're staying here. And we were like, yeah, we are, haha. And they were filming it, and it was, the big truck, the tank down there. Yeah. They were filming that in Budapest, and we were like, oh my God, this is so exciting. We're literally on the set of Die Hard 5. And then it came out, and we were like, oh wow, this is awful.
Oh man, that makes it worse.
Does make it worse.
It is so bad though, isn't it?
That's more of a forgettable bad guy though in the 5th one, because I can't even remember it.
I think the bad guy.
He dances and he has a carrot, and it's something to also I think the bit that I got off on with Die Hard 5, it wasn't the over the top action. It was when he's in an elevator with Jai Courtney, and they're having a little argument, and he says, what, do you want a hug? And he goes, we're not the hugging kind of family. And he goes, damn straight. And you're like, no, that's the point. You are. You're the vulnerable action. That's what made number 1 great. You're the hugging family. You led to hugging number 1. You're not the lone wolf. That's what separates you from all these, all Arnie's characters. And they just did not understand that point. And the McClane from Die Hard 3 would work his arse off probably to get back in touch with his kids. He wouldn't have become this weird deadbeat dad. And to have both kids hate you. It's like, I hate it when you get these legacy sequels with like, well, the only place we can go is that you're a massive piece of shit and everyone hates you now. Like, you could have had like some happy time there, maybe.
Yeah, you're right. Totally. Yeah, he's a fuck up, but he's not that terrible. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, there's good intention there.
Do you know what makes it worse? So I've only ever watched Die Hard 5 once. It was on an illegal stream. But because I'm a purist, I had 1, 2, and 3 on Blu-ray.
Of course.
So I had to get 4 and 5 on Blu-ray. Even though
Jamie.
I've never watched it.
I've never watched it yet. I'll put 4 on now and again. I'm okay with it. And I actually think Justin Long does really well in there as well.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually.
There's a great elevator fight scene between Bruce Willis and Maggie Q, and I think that's a really well put together fight scene. I think that's great. There's nothing like that in the fifth one. I think, so would your rating be 1, 3, 2, 4, and 5?
Yeah, I think you've heard
I think that's the correct rating.
There is, I think the gap is, the thing is though, the gap between 5 and 4 is massive. I think 4 is, at least they kind of understood the character a bit.
Yeah. They lose it at the end, but for most of it they do.
And it's weird to think, like, if you said who's going to be better as a sidekick in a Die Hard film, Justin Long or Jai Courtney, on paper you'd be like, oh, Jai Courtney.
Yeah.
But the whole point is, no, he needs that nerdy, dweeby person to be like, I can't believe you're doing this. Wow. Oh my God, this is insane.
Yeah. I think that's why 3 still works so well, because you have the Samuel Jackson character. You have that original director, that connection to the original film. Do you think we're going back to the third one, being the Jeremy Irons film guy, being connected to Hans Gruber is a good thing or a bad thing at that point, making it more personal? I
think it's good because it's not overdone. I think if 2 had any kind of connection, then you got to drop it. Yeah. But you only get 1, and that's fine. This isn't the Jaws movies where we're like, oh my God, it's Jaws' second cousin on his father's side has come to get us.
Well, that's what they tried in that fourth one. It seems that fourth Jaws. So,
whereas at least, that they sat round for Die Hard 4, and they were probably like, can we say that he had a son?
Yeah.
And you're like, come on, we did that with Creed 2. You just about got away with it. We don't need that.
I like that Jeremy Irons is his brother, but he doesn't I didn't like him, but his family kind of thing. I still have, my friends from Austria, and we quote a lot of Die Hard 3. And now and again, we will hit out, your brother was an asshole. He really was. You got him. You got his number. And I love that bit, that interplay, with Samuel Jackson is on the outside being like, oh, you didn't even like your brother, so why are you giving all this shit to us? And both McLean, Simon, understand why it has to happen. He's like, yeah, he's still my brother, so I still have to get you. Yeah, so I'm fine with that. And also, if you, like you said, you only saw 3 without seeing 1 and 2. He explains it in 2 sentences. That building in LA, I threw his brother out. There you go. Yeah.
Are you a forward thinker? Then you need an HR and finance platform that thinks like you do. Workday is the AI platform that helps propel your organization, your workforce, and your industry into the future. Workday, moving business forever forward.
As a contractor, I don't pay for materials I don't use. So why would I pay for stuff I don't need in my mobile plan? That's why my Biz plan from Verizon Business is so perfect. Now I can choose exactly what I want, and I only pay for what I need.
Right now, with my Biz plan, get our best price, as low as $25 a line. Visit Verizon.com/business to get started today. New lines only. Price per month with 5+ lines. Includes auto pay and paper-free billing and promotional discount. Taxes, fees, economic adjustment charge. Applicable add-ons, prices, and terms apply. Guarantee applies to base monthly rate and stated discounts only. Add-on prices additional. Offers in January 5th, 2026.
This episode is brought to you by Ulta Beauty. Holiday cheer is here, and Ulta Beauty has gifts for everyone on your list. Treat them to fan-favorite gift sets from Charlotte Tilbury and Peach and Lily. Go all out with timeless fragrances from YSL, Ariana Grande, and Carolina Herrera. And you can never go wrong with an Ulta Beauty gift card. Head to Ulta Beauty for gifts that make the holidays brighter and even more beautiful. Ulta Beauty. Gifting happens here.
Jamie, what is your most disappointing sequel?
So we're staying on Bruce Willis. Glass hit me so hard.
That's a good shout.
This is a good shout.
That is a very good shout.
Because that ending of Split was, I was like, annoyingly, I got the ending of Split ruined for me, but I still watch it. And Unbreakable is in my top 10, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think the music's the music in Unbreakable is incredible, and I throw the scene in Unbreakable where he goes and actually kills the serial killer, in the bedroom. I throw that up there with the T-Rex escape as like my favorite scenes in cinema.
Wow.
And like just to watch it, it's all filmed beautifully. It's great. I even remember watching it and the curtains are like in the storm. And it's the killer's not behind him, and then the curtains twitch, and the killer's there. I remember watching it, being like, "Did he have someone underneath the curtains, making this perfectly timed?" And then you get to Glass, and it's like all right, we're going to be stuck in 3 rooms, and then have you both seen Glass?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I tried rewatching it recently as well, just to make sure.
So
yes,
we're okay to spoil this, the demise of a character who were like, I'd fallen in love with this character. And I was like, this is, I think M. Night Shyamalan really draws out something like the quietness in Bruce Willis that other directors go for bombastic, but I think Terry Gilliam and M. Night Shyamalan understand, like, Bruce Willis in sadness mode is like really beautiful to watch.
Yeah, you're right.
And then he dies by a puddle.
Puddle, yeah.
And it's not even a character that we know in a puddle. It's like a random SWAT team.
Yeah.
And
in a
then,
car park.
Yeah, in a car park. And it's just, like, I get it. He was subverting it. He was subverting it of, like, he kept talking about like a building opening up in the city. And you're like, oh, so that's where our big fight in the end is. And it was M. Night being like, I know, we're going to end it in the car park. To see what I did? And like, yeah,
I haven't got the budget for that.
Yeah.
But I can afford this car park.
It's really sad because also Split was so good as a separate film and as a build-up. Like, I don't know how you feel about Split, but
I like Split. I really like it. Yeah.
I went to a screening very early on, even before the press, and he did a Q&A afterwards. So he literally walked out when the end of Split happened, and people were losing their fucking minds. It was wonderful, and I think he was getting the reaction he wanted. He was really, really proud of that end. He was like, okay, it's going to go well then, this film. Because I didn't know that was going to be a sequel to Unbreakable at that point. And then he was literally like, well, if this does well, we're going to go again. Yeah. And at that point, I was like, oh God, it was too much.
It was great because it was a different studio. So it was like, I think he filmed it. He was like, I don't even know if we have the rights to do this. But he just went, fuck it, we'll do it. And that, like, the train that M. Night's on now, I'm fully on board. I really love that he's got himself in a position where he's escaped the you're the guy who does the twists thing. I think he's on a really tight run. I loved Knock at the Cabin Door, Trap, and Old. Because Old is so stupid.
I haven't seen Old. I've seen Trap, which I was really enjoying until about the last half an hour.
I like the bit with the trap.
Yes.
Yeah, the trap's good.
The bit with the trap. And then when he gets out the trap, I'm like, no, you've lost me.
It's when he puts his daughter in it.
Yeah.
And she starts talking.
So I like all that just because I feel like there's laughing at M. Night and then there's laughing with M. Night. And I think there are the defenders of The Happening out there who are like, no, he's cast these people with no chemistry on purpose because it's like, no, this is bad filmmaking. It's someone who needs to be toned down. And then you get, like, he panics and just does the, After Earth and the...
well, he's Icarus. Avatar. He flew too close to the sun because those first 3 films, Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, and Signs, which is the best one out of the lot, by the way.
Wow!
Controversial, dude.
I know. Are 3 incredible movies, and I think he might have been like eating his own sauce or whatever, and then The Happening or whatever it was. Or The Village. Was that the
Village?
First one?
I love The Village as well.
Mate, you really are drinking what he's serving.
But then I'll rip into The Happening and I'll rip into After Earth and Avatar.
Oh yeah, they're bad.
But then he did need that because he got put into that box of like, you're the next Spielberg.
He did, yeah.
And it wasn't fair on him. There is no next Spielberg. Spielberg's a perfect filmmaker. Apart from that, what's that one in the computer games?
You don't like Ready Player One?
I hate Ready Player One. I hate it.
I love it.
It's not great. I watched it recently with my son, and we were both a little bit like, it's not amazing.
It's just member berries, isn't it? It's And also, I think I read a thing about like he removed a lot of pop culture references to his own films.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't want to look like he had a big ego. And you're like, no, well, you've misunderstood that because you're like responsible for 60% of my nostalgia.
Yeah.
So in fact, it's the ego of being like, well, I best take me out of this. And you're like, no, understand what you've done to
and
cinema.
how important you are. Yeah.
And like it had all that weird gloss, and it was. Also, I don't think he's he's not charismatic, that lad who plays Cyclops, is he? I can't remember his name.
Ty Sheridan.
Yeah, I don't think he didn't have... I know, I think to have a girl who's like, I'm hideous with my birthmark, and you're like,
she's beautiful.
You're an incredibly beautiful girl with like a slight birthmark. That, what are you telling people? If I can imagine if in the book it's like she's, got third-degree burns all over herself or something, but she's like, I'm disgusting. And you're like... No, I know if I asked you out in a bar, you'd throw a drink in my face and be like, no, get away from me, you're 5. So yeah, I'm not... God, we've gone off on a tangent.
That's what we do.
This is what this whole podcast is about. It's all tangent.
I think if you look at... who did Get Out? Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
So Jordan Peele, because he leaned so far into genre... that people weren't like, you're the next Spielberg. Everyone was like, oh, this guy's doing Twilight Zones. There we go. It's just taken longer for M. Night Shyamalan to be like, I just do high concept. You're on board or you're not. That's why I think Knock at the Cabin and Trap have that, like, it's got a kind of a run-through feel of like, if you're on board with this, you're on board with this. But if not, you need to fuck off now. Because you're not going to be on board with it.
He works well with a smaller budget as well, I think.
And he self-finances now, which I really respect.
Yeah.
And don't give him 150 million and he won't give you a shambles, but give him... And also he'll
give you a profit as well, probably.
And he will. And it takes a while to get into the patter of dialogue that he writes because people don't talk like humans in his films.
I've just remembered Lady in the Water.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah, see, I'll criticize.
For some reason, that is so mad. I like it.
Oh, what are you doing? He wrote himself in as the writer of the greatest book.
Jamie, it's terrible. It is an awful film, but I've got a history of liking awful films.
You do like awful films, Dave.
Rich, have you seen Lady in the Water?
I haven't seen Lady in the Water. That sounds like one I would avoid.
Yeah.
He makes himself the hero of the story. And he bases himself on a writer. Right. I've got it. You can borrow it.
I don't want to.
The bit where she's in the water is like, you have to admit that's good. But
she's the lady in the water.
Yeah, she's the lady in the water. She doesn't even have a sword. I was like, oh, surely is this like an Excalibur-esque Lady in the Water reference? No, she doesn't even give him a sword.
It's like a fable.
And it's Paul Giamatti. Just like, he probably could have won an Oscar that year if he hadn't done this shit.
Yeah. So when Glass came out, were you first in queue? Did you like the build-up to it?
Yeah,
Were you eating what he was like?
Yeah, because I was like, Split was so good, and I think Glass is before World, isn't it? Yeah, because it's back on the run. But yeah, it's. I was like, he gets these characters, and also this is going to be Bruce not doing dog shit because you had like your Red 2 and Bruce had that phase of like straight to DVD and then straight to streaming.
Yeah.
And it was like, yes, this is it. And also it was like that David Dunn character with age, he's just going to add great elements to it. And it was, I think that they kill off Robin Wright's character. It's not that they're divorced, it's that she's head, which there's a difference. Because when you do the like, oh, then we'd split up, the whole point of number one is them getting that marriage back together. So that would ruin it if they actually got divorced.
Oh yeah,
and also it's like, yeah, this is like a realistic. Like the kid is out helping him. He's doing, but then I think like the first scene in Glass where he goes and kills. He goes and fights these like frat boys, and one of them talks about like Salt Bay. And I was like, no, don't reference the Salt Bay in my timeless classic.
Yeah,
Unbreakable. Like you could set that in the 50s or the 80s or the noughties. Don't talk about Salt Bay on here. Like I half expected them in the newer ones to talk about Hawk Tour if that's what you're gonna. Don't like. Can you imagine aging your film so badly with an internet meme?
Yeah,
and it's not even done right. I think one of them says like, "I Salt Bayed that guy's ass." And then I was sat in this and I'm like,
God. And then it got worse and worse and worse.
But then I like the fight he had. The fight he had with McAvoy, I was like, okay, there we go. We're back. We're doing okay. Did not expect it to be, all right, now we're just going to be stuck in a hospital for... And I was like, all right, then maybe there's some interesting ideas. Like the Sarah Polly's like... Is it Sarah? No, Sarah Paulson.
Paulson, yeah.
Yeah, and she's she's starting to convince them that there's not actually anything special about them. But you know that there is some. It's like you've taken all the drama out of that because we know
we've seen the films.
Yeah, I've seen Split. He is a monster. I've seen Unbreakable. He did do that. So there's no tension in this. So cheers.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I mean, Glass was. I don't think I can rewatch it because it just made me sad, especially to see him in a puddle. Well, come on.
Now we got you sad. Let's move on to the one that makes you angry. Jamie, what is your worst ever sequel?
I mean, as soon as I said it, I regretted it because I was like, does that mean I've got to watch it? And I couldn't even, I'll be honest with you, boys, I could only bring myself to watch clips of this because it's Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
I had never seen it before.
Me too. Thank you, Jamie.
I watched Mortal Kombat and then I watched Mortal Kombat Annihilation because I'd never seen either of them.
Well, also, I realised I could have actually both watched. You could have watched Grease 2. You could have watched.
We've done there. We've been there.
Any number of at least entertaining, but it's bad. And are you getting that? Watching that 1-2 combo means you must have seen the difference in quality.
Yeah,
and actors.
Wild. Yeah. I was like, I quite like when a sequel follows straight on from the first one. What I really don't like is when they change key actors.
Yeah, imagine you open up Rocky 2 and it's them ambulances going. And you're like, oh, wow, this is amazing. They're going straight from the fight. And then it's just a random black guy playing Apollo.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait a minute, this isn't... and what makes it worse with these characters... Dave, did you watch 1 and 2?
My story is, when my parents had diarrhea in Spain, I got this is no joke, Die Hard with Vengeance. The second film was Mortal Kombat. So we watched Die Hard with Vengeance and Mortal Kombat for literally a week. So I love Mortal Kombat. I think it's great fun.
You've got a big Christopher Lambert crush as well, right?
Yeah, I love Highlander. I think it's great.
Fair play. Yeah. I assume Highlander 2 must have come up on this show.
Yeah. I don't like Highlander. I'm not a massive Christopher Lambert fan, but my God, is he better than James Remar? Yeah,
what doesn't make sense is, so do you know the budget for the first one? The budget for the first one is $20 million. The budget for the second one is $30 million.
My God.
And the second one looks like it was filmed through a radiator.
Yeah.
It really does.
Like there were stuff on that looks like it was maybe done on a Snapchat app pre-COVID.
Well, Rich always marks things before and after Jurassic Park.
Yes.
And
yeah.
So
do you know what? I was thinking exactly that. And I'm like, how is the CGI in this so shit when it is after Jurassic Park?
My gauge is 27 dresses. Is it pre-27 dresses or after? But do you know what is mad? So I looked into it. The director of this, he was the director of photography for the first one, so he knows how to. And then you have a look. He was the DOP on The Mask, which looks amazing. Okay. Like even now, The Mask looks fantastic.
So Mask is great. So bad.
So how did he make this look like a theatre production? Like it's awful. I think what makes a sequel good is you build on the premise of the first one. You don't have to go crazy, but just build on the potential of the first one. And the potential of the first one is the dynamics between your three main guys.
Yeah.
That was, I really like that. There's a flirtiness between Johnny and I forgot her name now. Sonia. Johnny, there's like a flirtiness, but it's not like this is a romance. There's a bit of brotherness between him and Lou, and you're like, that, work on that dynamic, that's great. And then just build on it, build on the world building, and instead you kill off the most charismatic character.
Pretty much the only actor you carried over from the first. Bring the same actor for Johnny Cage. That's fine. We've got him coming back now. Kill him off.
Was it the same actor? Was it Lyndon Ashby? I think it was.
Was it a different actor? Was it?
He looks like him.
Yeah, that's the thing. He looks like him. But it's that thing of he looked enough like him to get through 2 minutes.
I thought it was the same person.
But then
that's on me.
If you're carrying all these characters over. And I was like, how did Christopher Lambert turn this down? He must have had an incredible 1997 that he could turn this down.
I think I've heard a story, and it could be wrong, but Mortal Kombat, the first one, was running out of money, and they couldn't afford to put on a rap party. So Christopher Lambert paid for the Mortal Kombat rap party.
Yeah, everything I've heard is he was really sound and really dedicated to the
apparently
film.
he's a lovely guy, Christopher Lambert. Rich.
I'm not saying he's not a lovely guy. Like,
he's so nice.
Just not my favourite actor.
He wasn't it. There was something about like he wasn't meant to be on set for like a lot. They were like, we can only afford Christopher Lambert for this bits for the boat sequence, and he was like, yeah, but then they can't read the lines against me if I'm not there, and they're like, we're going to shoot their scenes and then we'll bring you in. And he was like, so he used his own money to also help the actors there. And which is why Richie's a nice guy. I don't know why you hate him so much.
I don't hate him. I'm sure he's a lovely man.
How much he gives to children's hospitals each year, and you want him dead, Rich. Wow.
I'm surprised that they didn't have them signed up for sequels already, to be honest. Or they didn't think Mortal Kombat would make any money, or if there wasn't a fan base of that popular, hugely popular computer game that's been going for a while.
Well, it hadn't been going for that long, though, surely. I'm sure the first one came out just after the game.
The second one's based on the third... No, the second film was based on the third game, I read.
Yeah, but games used to come out really quickly back then.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Mortal Kombat, the game... when was the first one? 92?
95.
The first one was 95.
The games, do you mean?
The games.
The first game was. The first game was early 90s, surely.
Okay, I thought the games were like late 80s, but because the first one's meant to be a Jean-Claude Van Damme game, isn't it? And then he pulled out his right. Yeah, Johnny Cage was meant to be Van Damme, and then he pulled out his rights.
Yeah,
and so they just instead made one of the longest running.
Yeah, 92 was the first Mortal Kombat game, because I remember it being like really big at the time, because it was like the first like motion capture game. Like the characters in it were actual people, actual actors, and it was like a movie. And back then that was a big thing.
They took photos of people, and each move is a different photo, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like stop animation kind of stuff. But yeah, and it was a really big deal.
It was one of those like, this is going to rot our kids' brains, because look at all this violence they're seeing, and surely this is going to have an impact on them.
And it was really violent as well. Like you rip spinal cords out and stuff. Like it was so class. I loved it.
Yeah, and that's what's weird, is that this and the first one was a PG-13 in America. And like when you think Mortal Kombat, you think these really violent deaths.
Yeah.
And then they translated that to, we'll have a little bit of kung fu, but that's it.
It's not even kung fu. It's like horrible dancing for most of the second show.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bit in this where they just do spin kicks against each other. I mean, they do it at the end of Blade as well. It's two people doing spin kicks that are too far away for it to make contact. But they're like, this will look good for a second. And they just keep spinning.
There's also a bit when there's the woman with 4 arms, and you think, I can't wait to see what she does. Incredible.
Nothing.
She does 2 things, fuck and all.
They get her, and then they basically squash her. I was like, well, they couldn't either afford to do whatever they wanted to do, or they couldn't get the arms to work in a fighting motion, so what can we do? We'll drop her down a hole or something.
And she's bought, like Goro was actually implemented quite well in the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bang in the balls.
Yeah. It's a funny punchline, and they build the tension. Like they have a shadow, and he kills. We all cared about Art, didn't we? You remember?
Yes, we did.
Do you remember Art, Rich? who they hardly know until he's dead, and they're like, "Oh my god, we can't believe we've got to go on without Art." But yeah, Goro kills like technically someone who we've got to know. And then they're like, we've got another one with 4 arms. This time she's a lady. And like, oh, what are you going to do with this? Nothing. We've got a guy who's a horse. You going to do anything with him? No.
We're going to have a bit of mud wrestling. Like that's going to happen.
Oh yeah, it's the 2 ladies mud wrestle. I mean,
oh yeah. I genuinely don't know the storyline of the second one. So can you maybe remind me what was going on?
I only watched it 2 days ago, and I haven't got a fucking clue.
I think it's not Shao Kahn, is it? It's Shao Kahn's the guy in the end of the first one. He's the like, your soul is mine. And then it's,
get over here.
Yeah.
But then the other guy is, oh God, I can't remember his name. Oh no, Shang Tsung is that guy. And this is Shao Kahn. Yeah, okay, I got it. And he shows up as like a giant at the end of the first one. He's like, well, I'm going to take over anyway. And it's like, hang on, dickhead, there were rules. And he's like, I don't care. No one's looking. And then they change it to, he genuinely, I think, is just one of Arnie's stuntmen. Like, I've seen him in a lot of Arnie movies. It's just a random bald guy who has no, and that he's underrated. The guy, the villain from the first one, I think he's fantastic. Again, gets exactly what kind of film he's in. He like cackles at everything. Your soul is mine. You will die.
It's really weird. It's really weird watching both these movies, actually, because it's like I'm watching a Japanese movie with an English dub. Even though it's not, it's an American movie. It's like, have they done that on purpose? Have they watched too many Bruce Lee movies?
I think Christopher Lambert has that effect because I think they did record his audio separately and then turn the volume up. It's a kind of
okay.
That wouldn't surprise me with Christopher Lambert. Yeah,
yeah, but he has fun in the first one. There's a bit where he just like taps a random ninja on the shoulder because he's enjoying a fight. He's like, that's great, and then why would you watch that and go, who can we get to replace this guy? James Remar.
Yeah, I don't know. The whole thing, I don't know what happened there.
And I love James Remar, but I love the Warriors, but
yeah,
it's so against type because James Remar plays like these threatening and like very like if he's not a psycho, then there's at least like a danger to him. And then they got him playing Raiden as like, we're back with all the gang. Hey, you've had a haircut. That's fun, isn't it? And
the haircut.
The haircut feels like it's like in Iron Man 2 when Don Cheadle shows up and he's like, it's me, not the other guy. Get over it. It feels like that. Like I'm cutting off all ties to the old Raiden. The old Raiden is dead. This is the new Raiden. It's such a weird choice to be like, any imagery that matches to that character, we're going to remove that as well.
I also love that Paul W.S. Anderson turned this down. And now he's one of my worst ever directors, Paul W.S. Anderson. He did turn this down to make Event Horizon, though.
Yeah, which is like a genuinely good film. It's got to be his best. Film. Yeah.
Oh, it's not very hard, Jamie, but yes, it is.
But also, this film being so bad is responsible for him staying on to do all the Resident Evil films because he felt guilty that he'd allowed his masterpiece to be tarnished with this sequel. So, and I despise the Resident Evil films.
Yeah, they're awful.
And there were some people who are like, oh, but it's they're fun, and it's like, yeah, but the games were scary and like some of my best childhood memories are, and they were. I was about to say complex, but I'm just remembering some of the dialogue Leon used to shit out his ass. Like me and my brother used to quote that. I can't believe what's happening to this city. Like, but there was something more complex there and fun, and to just turn it into a superhero film with your wife is weird and horrible. And I'm quite good with like knowing exactly what happens in most sequels in a franchise. Like I get a little bit muddled with the Fast and Furious, but I can still tell you 5 is the one where they drag the safe, and 7 is the emotional one after Paul Walker died, and actually is an incredible sequel. I could not tell you for the life of you what happens in any of the Resident Evil sequels.
Have you watched them all?
I think I watched 3 because I wanted to see what they did with Nemesis. Oh no, Nemesis is in 2, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 2, but they call Apocalypse for some reason.
Yeah. And I remember the Nemesis game. I was like, this is terrifying because he's just always constantly following you.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was dog shit.
I keep threatening Rich. We do this thing called Box Set Mentality for our Patreon listeners and Other Slice listeners. And we go through a box set, and I keep threatening Rich to do the Resident Evil films.
I've never seen any of them. I have played the games, a couple of the games. I've never seen the movies. I've deliberately avoided them.
The games, it was the first game I ever played on the PlayStation, and I went from like Sonic the Hedgehog graphics to that scene when she's running through the woods or the long grass to begin on the PlayStation. And I was like, this is incredible.
It was video, wasn't it?
Graphics.
It was actual video, and then they get in the house.
Which was still good.
And I'd never sensed dread like that before. It was great. It was like, this is ominous. And they were using camera angles in a game. I was like, no, normally the camera in a game is platform. straight on, and it's designed to improve like gameplay. On this, they purposely put camera angles in to fuck you over and be like, "No, I'm going to make you walk in the corner now." It was all
If anything,
stuff.
made me worse at computer games. I've got to bring it back to Annihilation. Did you see it on the cinema?
No.
Oh,
thank
good.
God. It was Annihilation was definitely it's gone down to £1. At that point, I think I'd already started reading some film magazines.
Yes,
and so I knew this was disappointing, and you could tell from the box. And I was on the Christopher Lambert train at that point, which is so sad because I remember watching the first one, and as soon as the first one finished and they played that music again, me and my brother got up and we started pretend fighting. We're like, "Oh, that was one of the best films I've ever seen."
Yeah.
Oh my God, that song is great. And I did not care for. I wasn't even excited for the second one. So that's why it wasn't a disappointment, because I kind of watched it and I knew before seeing it. I was like, this is going to be dog shit.
Yeah. I was waiting it for quite a while because I've heard that it's horrible. So I've been kind of savouring it to see how bad it is until someone picks it. And I don't think it disappointed in that aspect of filmmaking.
I think this is from the drop from your best sequel to your worst sequel might be the biggest. I think Die Hard with a Vengeance is so up there, and Mortal Kombat Annihilation is so shit. Like, I think that's got to be the biggest gap.
I'm so proud of myself.
Yeah, Rich, did you enjoy the first Mortal Kombat film?
I didn't mind it. I thought it was all right. Like, I'm not a big like action guy, but I thought it was fine. It was fun. It was fun enough. It didn't last very long.
They are mercilessly short, so that's good.
So, did you just watch the first one recently, Rich?
Yeah. I watched both of them for this podcast.
So, and I'm sorry about that, but so again, that's got to be Goonie syndrome, where you don't have any relation to just hearing the first few bars. Like when I watched have you seen the 2021 or 2021?
No, I haven't. No,
I have.
Dave, I love it. I've watched it.
Really? So you can't wait for the new one that's coming out next year?
I'm really excited. I think the main guy's boring as shit, but
he is so dull.
But I think they got everything else spot on. And I genuinely, it's not a spoiler, Rich, don't worry, to know that the song, they saved the song until the very end, when Scorpion fights Sub-Zero, and it's after Scorpion shouts, "Get over here." So it's the 1-2 of like, these are the two things that I need in my life for a Mortal Kombat film done together, and I got goosebumps. I was like, yes, I love this.
Nice.
But be warned, the main protagonist is just a wet fart of a character.
Well, I'm going to have to watch it because there's going to be a sequel, so we're going to have to watch that.
Yeah, because it's been pushed back. It was meant to come out like now.
Yeah, but it's next year, I think, isn't it?
And it's next year now. It's got, hang on, I've got a Carl
Urban's Johnny Cage, yeah.
Yeah, because I keep getting it with Keith.
Did you not think the MVP of that was Kano, though? It's this Australian stand-up comedian, and he's got some cracking jokes in there.
Yes, but also I barely remember it.
Oh, okay. I'd say, Rich, give it a go. The new one.
Yeah, I will, because actually I quite enjoyed the first Mortal Kombat, mainly because I was reminiscing for the game, because I really did love the game.
If you like the game, then it has the kills, the new one.
Oh yeah, it's a bit more violent.
Oh, yeah, okay. Super violent. And you get the fellow with the hat. I can't remember his name.
Raiden.
No, the metal hat.
Yeah.
You get
I can't remember.
you get like those iconic finisher moves. So he throws his hat in the sand. It starts spinning, and he drives someone through. Nice. Sub-Zero uses his powers to like really. You even get like there's little sneaky ones. Like I can't remember them. It was something like it's like called the Ice Shadow move or something, where Sub-Zero would make a figure of himself that he could hide behind.
Yes,
They do it for like just a second in the new one as like a little look. If you know about that, then that's for you.
But to be fair, they did that in Annihilation as well.
I can't remember. I think I watched Annihilation maybe last year.
Why? Why did you do that? Not even for a podcast or anything.
It was just to check.
Just to check.
It's like olives, every 7 or 8 years I have an olive to be like, do I still hate this? Yes, that's still disgusting.
I like that.
And so I was like, it can't be that bad. It's James Remar. But then again, I haven't known, like, yeah, that's definitely dog shit. as much as I respect you boys on this podcast, I was like, I'm going to watch a few clips. I'm going to watch some behind the scenes. I'm going to read some trivia, but I'm not watching this film again.
That's the best thing. You didn't have to watch it again. Yeah. I'm never going to watch it again.
I probably will if someone picks it again.
Yes. If someone picks it again, just say no. No, you can't.
The Who's down in Who Newville were making their list, but some didn't know Walmart has the best brands for their gifts.
What about toys? Do they have brands kids have been wanting all year?
Yep, Barbie, Tony's, and Lego. Gifts that will make them all cheer.
Do you mean they have all the brands I adore?
They have Nintendo, Nespresso, Apple, and more.
What about...
So the Who answered questions from friends till they were blue. Each one listened and shouted, from Walmart? Who knew? Shop gifts from top brands for everyone on your list in the Walmart app.
We find Vecna, we end this once and for all, together.
On December 25th.
We have a plan. It's a bit insane. Everyone in?
He knows where we are.
Watch out!
Get ready for one last adventure.
We stay true to ourselves. Stay true to our friends, no matter the cost.
Found you. Stranger Things, Season 5, Volume 2 begins December 25th, only on Netflix.
Purina believes no one should have to make the impossible choice between their own safety and their pets. But nearly half of domestic abuse survivors delay leaving because they can't bring their pets with them. Through the Purple Leash Project, Purina is helping create more pet-friendly domestic violence shelters so survivors and their pets can escape and heal together. Visit Purina.com/purple to learn more.
Jamie, what sequel seemed like a bad idea, but you ended up liking?
Do you know, I think Scream 6 and 7.
Okay.
The newer Screams. Are you boys horror boys?
No,
I can be on the day.
Yeah, it depends on the horror. Like Smile 2 will go on about all the time because I really enjoyed that. But then like classic horrors like Nightmare on Elm Street and stuff like that, I'm not really that kind of fussed about.
I never really liked the Freddy movies. Loved the first Halloween. You know, that for me is a perfect film. That first Halloween.
That's a great movie.
That is a good film.
And the Scream films, I had probably an 8-year run of, if it's coming up to Halloween, I'll start with my Screams, I'll do my Candyman and my Halloween. And nice. I go Halloween and then Halloween 2018 and leave it at that. And I was like, there's no way you can get, it's not going to be Wes Craven. The studio doesn't really understand how is this going to be any good. Even though it was the guys that did Ready or Not. And I was like, all right, yeah, but maybe there'll be too much studio interference. That Scream 6, I absolutely loved because it felt like Scream fans that made it. Have you seen Scream 6?
That was the last one, right?
No, that's 7.
No, 7 was the last one.
Oh, the comeback, yes.
Yeah.
We liked
it.
We quite like that, yeah.
With Jack Quaid. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely love it. I think Melissa Barrera got really short shrift on people were like, she's boring. I was like, no, she's doing some great stuff in this.
Yes.
I even love the premise of the Billy Loomis showing up because they don't do it too much.
Yes.
And it ties into the first one in a nice way.
They also got a really good performance out of David Arquette in that film.
Yeah.
Really strong. Really. I know he doesn't make it throughout the movie, but what he does in that, really good. I like Scream.
There's a few films where I watch it, and every time I watch it, I hope I'm watching an alternative cut. Like I watched the end of Leon, and I'm like, no, don't go down stairs. just go at the film. And every time that lift, David Arquette goes to that lift, I'm like, please just get in the lift with them because I love you as a character, and I don't want this to happen. And then when you find out that it's the little girl from Anora as well.
Yeah.
Does it. Like, how the fuck did you lift him off? Must have been on PCP or something.
I don't know.
They get it as well. They get because they understand this guy's been chopped up so many times that for you to believe that he's dead, we're going to have to open him up. And as I was watching it in the cinema, I watched it with a friend of mine, and I was mortified. And then I was like, yes, you've done the right thing. You've killed off a legacy character. You understand what this film needs, and you understand the way that you kind of get that to show him respect. We have to have this death. Like it's if they just shot him, thrown him out of a building, or killed him off camera, that is disrespectful to their character. The best thing you can do to this guy is give him a great death. And it's kind of, in number 7, they kind of fumbled it with Courtney Cox.
7's the new one.
Seven's the New York. No, 7's the New York one.
Hang on. How many have I watched while doing this podcast?
Oh, wait, hang on. No, I might be, it's 5 then. No. Right,
6 was New York, right?
Oh, yeah, it's 5. Yeah, 4's the one where it looks like Vaseline is on everything.
That's Hayden Panettiere.
Yeah. Sorry, 5. I'm talking about 5 and then 6 and 7 is about to go. Okay, yeah.
I was like, a minute, Jamie. I thought we reviewed 3 of these films.
No, sorry. It's because they did that, and they did it ironically. They just called it Scream, didn't they?
Oh, drove me mad. It just still drives us mad when it comes to that kind of thing. Talk about it on this podcast. Yeah.
I mean, as a franchise, it's actually really solid as well. Like 3 is the only one that dips for me. Some people like 3. I hate the voice convention of 3, where it's like,
I don't think I've ever seen 3.
It's the Jay and Silent Bob one. That's all I can remember.
Yeah,
I don't think I've seen it.
They had a script for 3, and then the Columbine thing happened, and they had to be like, we can't have kids killing kids in the schools, so they moved it to Hollywood. And it was quite interesting because it was like a Weinstein-y producer, and it went into like Sydney's mum's background. But it was just too comical and stupid. Yeah, like you said, Jay and Silent Bob were in it, and you're like, what the fuck? What is this? And also, the Scream works best when you come back to it you come back to the genre like every 5 to 10 years ago, right? Where are we now? That's why 4 kind of worked, and that's why 5 was great, because it was them talking about legacy sequels.
Yeah.
And 6, I felt like 6 didn't have as much to say, because they were like, we're just in New York now. It's kind of like, okay, Jason Goes to Manhattan style.
It gets a bit Scooby-Doo 6, I think, doesn't it, by the end?
Yeah.
Right. The cackling bad guys towards the end as well. I think it's one of those films that I was enjoying until the reveal, and you're like, well, I'm out.
So I really liked it when they reveal him, and he goes, yeah, of course it's me. I thought that was fun. But also, it's the 2 twins who are really charismatic. If you're going to keep them alive, sure, but don't show that much damage on them.
Yeah.
Like
they should have died by now, I'm afraid, for me.
He gets stabbed in the side so much. And it's a really beautiful, like, he's looking at, Tara, and he's like, go, go, go. It was like, what a great hero's death. And then you get the Dewey-esque, oh, no, he's alive, put him in bring him out. And they do that classic, like, they've all been stabbed, and the paramedics are like, nah, you can just walk home. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is weird, isn't it? Like, is that the subway one? There's the subway scene in that one. Yeah. I think that's the best bit of the movie, is that subway bit.
Well, the ladder bit's quite good, I think, because you haven't had that before.
Yeah, that's true.
And they filmed that, like, it's not CGI. They did film that high. And I actually do. I quite like the red herring of the sexy new boyfriend, and they stick to stuff where she's like, I don't trust you because, it could be anyone, so you need to piss off. I like that he doesn't even bring him into, was it the kill box?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not as strong because the ending to 5 with Jack Quaid, I remember, because I like Jack Quaid.
Such a Scream ending, isn't it?
Yeah. And because they say, because when he brings out the knife, he goes, yeah, it sucks that it's me. And he's talking to the audience. He's like, you like me as a character. Because he's great, because he's like weedy, but not too weedy. He's brave enough in character. And you'd say that he kicks all them kids out that house party, but also he's a bit of a dork. And when that really rewards a rewatch, because he says he's never seen a stab movie. And then you see him watching stuff on the stab movies, and you think, oh, he's doing his research, but it's actually because he's super obsessed with these films. Yeah. So that I was like, there's no way we can, not in the 5th entry of this franchise and without Wes Craven, love number 5. To touch on Dylan, what's his name, the lad from 13 Reasons Why.
Oh yeah,
his death is a fantastic wink to the audience, because they go on purpose. He keeps opening stuff, doesn't he? He keeps opening the fridge, and then
Dylan Minette. Is it Minette?
It might be
something like that.
I don't care enough about him because they've made about 5 seasons of 13 Reasons Why. And at this point, just go to therapy, mate. Move on. Yeah.
My wife watches all of them, and every time I'm like, this just seems like a really depressing show.
I watched season 1, and then I think season 2 ended with him stopping someone coming in to shoot up the school. I was like, this is heavy. And then they started doing them little episodes afterwards where they're like, hey, you guys, you don't want to be affected by the stuff that we're talking about, so check in with us to talk about how you cannot feel sad, and you're like, I shouldn't be watching this.
He's not done anything since that Scream movie. Like,
has he not?
I don't know where he's gone.
He's great in that because he plays a great character, and I think that also it's such a unique death of like the knife goes into his neck, and it's one of those kills where it's like you can't do this pre-CGI because he would have to be like hidden in the door, and this would all have to be. It's a great mix as well, and they know. I think those filmmakers, we want to show you stuff that hasn't been done before. So when they have the opening kill and it's actually the twist is, oh, she didn't die. They knew that fans of the franchise would be like, oh shit, and you know, when they open up, when number 6 starts and it stays on, there's a Tony Rivio, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, from Spider-Man.
Yeah, I remember watching that and being like, oh, hang on, shouldn't we have the Scream logo by now? Let's go. And he takes the mask off and I was like, oh, we're going to get a film where we know, oh my God, this is... So I think they're very good at going, what do people expect? What have people never seen? Let's give them that.
So where's that 7th one going? Because it had the whole hoo-ha, right or wrong, about not casting Melissa Barrera. Fucking Hollywood.
Yeah. Do you know what's sad is if she'd come out and said the stuff she said, I think like 6 months later it wouldn't, because she was one of the first, they were like, oh, we need to get away
she's
from
brave
this.
enough to,
The only positive thing is, Neve Campbell was like, what you offered and I turned down in the last one, we're going to add a couple of zeros to this.
I hope she's getting paid a lot.
So it is a case of like, make your money. I think they do need to kill off Courtney Cox. No, she would have it would have been a great death in the last one when she fights him in a high rise.
Yeah.
But it's also at this point, like, Sydney should be not only in like witness protection, but like she should have had a skin graft on her face or something. Or she should be putting on a horrific Jamaican accent wherever she goes.
Yeah.
But she's still wandering around like, yeah, it's me, Sydney. What's up? My kids, yeah, here's where they live. They're in the phone book. Don't worry about it.
How long more can they go, do you reckon? Eventually they're going to stop, or are they going to reinvent the wheel again? I don't know, these kind of movies.
So I think what's unique about Scream is that it is a different killer each time. So, and also it builds, it makes sense in that world that it builds momentum. Like if you imagine, like, tragically how certain things happen, around the world where people get an idea for carrying out an act of violence by a previous, so they can justify it by being in this world for 30 odd years. People have dressed up as this guy and tried
it's iconic.
Tried to get a kill count. So it's like, in a way, dressing as Ghostface in that universe is their version of a school shooter. It's like, it's what you do.
Yeah.
So I guess they can carry in that way, but I liked it that they moved away from Sydney. I like the last one. It wasn't Sydney based. And
not Westboro as well.
Yeah. And, when they have that meal where they talk about the core 4, I was like, yeah, you guys this is great. I'm happy with this group. You've moved away. And now it's a case of like, oh, we've shit the bed. And I think it's, the director is the writer of the first one.
Kevin
Williamson.
Yeah.
But he's only ever directed, I think, is it Killing Mrs. Tingle?
I don't know.
Is that the Casey Holmes film?
Maybe. Who did create Dawson's Creek, which was a banger, but...
that's where I know his name from.
Oh, God.
So, Teaching Mrs. Tingle.
Teaching Mrs. Tingle, yeah.
Yeah, it's Katie Holmes, isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not that, because he's not known as a director, and I think the Scream films need a directing flourish.
We'll have to wait and see. Fingers crossed, next year it's going to be good.
Yeah. Things that I thought were going to be dog shit, I thought that Bill and Ted Face the Music was actually really fun.
I haven't seen it yet.
Haven't you, Dave? You've still not seen it?
I've only ever seen one Bill and Ted, and it's the middle one.
It's fun.
That's the good one.
It is fun.
Yeah.
So
Bonus Journey.
When I'm watching a legacy sequel, a lot of it depends on how in with this lot do I feel like how on board do I want them to succeed?
Yeah.
And I wanted to reach out and hug Alex Winters and Keanu Reeves and be like, yes, you can do it. So any jokes that kind of landed flat, I was still like, I'm with you on this. It's fine. And you could tell it had like budget limitations, which made it more passionate. And it wasn't, also you could feel the gamble behind it. They were like, we don't know if anyone wants to come watch this. And even in interviews, you could feel them being like, please come watch our little film. And it wasn't a cash grab because it was so much of a risk. And that's what I really liked about it. everyone behind it was like, this could be awful. So I kind of, it was like my friends were showing me something that they'd made where I was like, yay, you're doing it. Well done. You're doing the thing that you wanted to do.
That. That's nice. I feel like that about like Clerks 3. You know, I know it's not great. I know it's not a great movie, but it feels like you said, it feels like my friends have made a thing. You know, the people I grew up with have done a thing.
When Kevin Smith brings out a film, I want it to be good. I haven't watched Yoga Hosers, and I heard bad stuff.
I don't think it's as bad as people say. It's definitely not good. Don't get me wrong. Johnny Depp in it is diabolical, but I don't think it's as bad as people say it is.
I am a Jersey Girl defender as well.
Me too.
Love Jersey Girl.
It stands up to a rewatch, honestly.
Yeah, it's got with dramas or like a lot of films, I base my films on how many emotion bombs they've got. There's some fantastic emotion bombs in Jersey Girl.
Totally. And I think Jersey Girl got harshly criticised because it was so different for Kevin Smith. Everyone was used to the View Askew universe, and then he brought out this thing that's totally different, and everyone was like, don't like that. That's not the same. And I'm like, well, it's still meant to be. And George Carlin's brilliant in it.
And the group of character actors that he brings in, I think people just were like, no, we need Jay and Silent Bob in this, and why aren't you doing that?
Yeah, it doesn't need them. It's good.
It's okay.
Oh, come on, Dave.
It's not, it's good, Dave. Go watch it again. I swear, it's one of those movies that is better when you watch it when you're a bit older.
And I'm a crier now, and I'm more accepting of that kind of madness and sadness.
It's going to get you.
It's going to get me.
Are you new to crying through films?
The older I'm getting, the worse I'm getting.
Oh, the end of Homeward Bound. Oh.
Yeah,
he's too old. He was just too old. And then he comes over the fucking hill. Yes, the shadow is coming over the hill. Fuck you for not trusting him, Peter. Because he would, of course, he made it because he loves you. He came across the country.
Okay,
love the end.
Like you had to get out.
I know. I feel really emotional about the end of Homeward Bound because Peter he loses faith and how dare he just shadow like that? He was too. He literally looks down the camera. He's like, he was too fucking old. What a loser dog he was. And there's Shadow like, no, I got you. I'm here.
Love it.
I'm fine. I'm all right. I'm fine.
Jamie, what is your dream sequel?
I was so happy when I heard that you'd actually heard of this film.
I hadn't heard of it. Dave has, but I hadn't heard of it.
Does not shut up about this film. And I had to buy a really nice film. It was like a nice new edition recently for Christmas. So I know very well now.
Quigley Down Under.
Quigley Down Under.
So I think I've been on about 5 different film podcasts where I will just talk about this film. And it's always new stuff that I'm talking about because I always find new stuff in it. Rich, have you watched it now? Did you?
Oh, yeah, I watched it for the podcast. Yeah.
So this is the bit where I get to say you're welcome.
Yeah. Do you know what? I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, of course you did. I agree with you. I think tonally, the first 10 minutes, it takes a while to find its place because it's like, is this like a weird, like it's very slapsticky, and it goes straight from slapstick into, I've hired you here to shoot all the Aborigines.
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa, okay, that's dark. But it's, Tom Selleck's amazing in it. The mute again. Just listen to the soundtrack on its own. On this,
it's beautiful. Yeah,
fantastic. It's not when he actually meets the Aborigine tribe. It's not white savior, and it's not look at these magical people that are learning me these things. It's just from your culture you've learned this, and from my culture I can show you. It shows them the soothing, and it's It's not. There's not like any kind of. I mean, he talks about they brought them back from death, but it's because they fed them and watered them. There's no mysticism there. Alan Rickman again, absolutely crushing it.
Full on Sheriff of Nottingham 2 years before, like Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
The naming convention of this. When you heard about it, did you think, this must be in a series?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, because Quigley Down Under sounds like a sequel.
It does.
Yeah.
It's, Crocodile Dundee in LA, Jason Takes Manhattan. And when I found out that this wasn't a series, because this is a classic Jeets, and this is one, I had to get up early because it was due back and I'd only seen up to when he's riding away, and she says he turns around as he's riding away, and you're like, oh, her husband didn't turn around, but he does turn around.
Oh, I did. Oh, so good.
So I had to get up early and watch that bit to make sure that I saw the ending before I went to school. It's so good, and it's open to Quigley anywhere, you know.
There was a bit at the end when Quigley gets to any boats and the guy says, and the Americans or Europe.
Yeah.
I was literally going, Europe, do Europe, go to Europe, say Europe.
Japan.
And he doesn't, and he says America. I was like,
so you're going to Japan, Quigley?
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, Quigley in Japan.
That'd be incredible film. What we like about the dream sequel choice on this podcast, I would say it's the wild cards aspects that we can get. And you have picked an absolute diamond of a film, because Tom Selleck, the best hash in the business.
Yeah.
And I know he's a pretty big star, but he should have been a much bigger star, shouldn't he? Because he oozes star quality.
I think he's a TV actor that he got labelled as a TV actor, a respected TV actor. But also maybe he needed a few more rom-coms in there, because I love him in the Free Men.
Yeah, he is great
films.
in those two.
And I think with Disney, like, you know, mine and all their legacy stuff, Free Men and A Bride it's right there. All three of them are still acting. It's going to cost you £10 to get Steve Guttenberg.
Yeah, true.
You know, why are we not getting? You know, we had that dog shit Hocus Pocus sequel. Where's our Free Men and A Bride?
Yeah,
it's so easy to have that. But yeah, Tom Selleck never really hit it. But if you look at his IMDb, he's just got. He's either a cowboy or in like weird sci-fi movies. He never really had that big. He definitely didn't get a big hit franchise, did he?
He's always the man that was well known for. He auditioned for Han Solo and he auditioned for Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
And he didn't get either of them.
He's Magnum PI for me. Like you say, he's TV.
He is Magnum PI.
Yeah, he's Magnum. And I think maybe Magnum PI he was too cool as Magnum PI. It's the same as like, what's his name from... oh God, this is where I get this is having had COVID twice, where I turn into my mum and I'm like, he's in the thing. What's the Michael Mann TV show, the cool one?
The Michael Mann,
Miami Vice, right? Miami Vice.
Oh yeah,
the main guy from Miami Vice. This is how we work our way.
Don Johnson.
Don Johnson, right? It's the Don Johnson thing of like, because you're so iconic on TV, we're not letting you do movies. Like Don Johnson he'll pop up in movies now and again.
Yeah, he's great now.
But it's like, in the 90s as well, you don't get to be a movie star because we do.
Yeah.
We can watch you for free at home on TV.
Yeah.
And that was what hit Tom Selleck, I think.
Yeah. It's a shame, isn't it?
I mean, don't feel bad for him because he's still making bank off like Friends reruns for the 2 seasons.
Oh, he's still making like, what is it? Not Blood Brothers,
Blue Bloods, yeah.
Blue Bloods.
Yeah. I think that's
still
just
going,
about
is
ending.
it?
Yeah, I think he's just about to stop doing it. He's had a good career. He's just, I think in this film they could have used him better in other movies.
Yeah, I think it's sad that this quickly came out at the same time as Dances with Wolves, I think.
Okay.
That's what killed it. It's
such a shame. I love this. It's got Ben Mendelsohn in it, a very young Ben Mendelsohn in it. Yeah, an Australian in an Australian film, and he's Irish. Like, it's like, where did that come from?
Yeah, again, that's a really. He's got a fun little group of, you know. There's like the old man in the bowler hat, and it's such a weird assortment. Yeah, and I think the only problem you got, it's the Die Hard 2 problem of how do you follow up on a villain better than Alan Rickman?
I mean, when he turned up, and I didn't know who was going to be in this movie, when he turned up, all sneering and doing his Hans Gruber, Sheriff of Nottingham business, I was like, I'm in. This is just excellent. There was a bit at the beginning I thought, oh, he's going to be one of the good guys when he gets to the farm. And then puts down his evil plan. And literally the next cut is him flying through a window.
It's basically like, I'm a horrible racist and I want you to kill all the Aborigines. No.
What a treat he was.
And he's such an evil bastard. And his like when his men kill that German like doctor or mechanic's wife. And the guy looks up and does the why?
Yeah.
And then, because he says, like, I'm going to kill Marsden. And so the whole town's like, yeah, you fucking get him, even though you burned down our town. Cheers, mate. But Go
I
get
just
him.
remember my favourite bit when he jumped to the roof and he thought he was going to land on the roof and he goes
Just
through
go
it.
straight through it, yeah.
And you just hear him going, oh, shit. That's going good.
I remember as a kid, I must have been, less than 10 watching this. And the bit where he gives him the pistol and you're like, oh no, he can't use a pistol. Oh no, what's he going to do? And the goosebumps when he shoots him, I was like, I didn't say I didn't know how to shoot. I just said, I haven't much use for them. I was like, that's such a great build-up because they do it twice as well, don't they? I think, because he turns it to once when Marsden offers him, and then once when the Doctor offers him one. So it's just a great setup. Also, if you do a sequel to this, keep Laura San Giacomo. Don't, because
Crazy Cora.
Yeah, so many sequels around leading men have to do and then we could, it's the Austin Powers joke
or the Indiana Jones joke.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm single again.
Yeah.
But that character is too interesting to.
I like how she had a finish of her story, her moment in this movie. I thought was really good. How she saves the boy and didn't kill the children previously.
What a character! What your character development is? You're going to choose to not kill a kid, and that's how you've grown because you did. And it's. Again, like the way she tells that monologue is so that she's even forgiven the natives that have. She's like, oh, they were just drunk. They weren't looking for trouble. They weren't going to hurt us. She's not even angry at them. She she understands what she did. She understands it's a mistake, and it's so sad. And then you get completely understand her PTSD. And this is a film from what is it 91, 90?
1990, yeah.
1990. Yeah. I was surprised.
Because he asks her opinion and she laughs and says, "You're the only person who would ask me that."
What I think,
such a great, strong female character who's allowed to be fallible as well.
Yeah, absolutely, and funny, and it's a great mixture. So the sequel, your dream sequel.
So sequels, she stays with him because that's lazy when they just go, he needs a new love interest.
So Quigley goes east. Is that where Japan is? Is that what we're...
So I've got three options. Either Quigley...
Oh, I love this.
Because on purpose, I didn't check what time Quigley is set.
Oh, great.
Okay.
And I'm not... Yeah, so I've either got Quigley goes to London and it's Jack the Ripper. Because he respects women and he's defending all the sex workers. And who goes undercover as a sex worker to find them? Crazy Cora.
That could work. But how do you've got to have him shoot from a distance at some point because that's the coolest part is the gun.
Because as Jack's about to make his last one, he shoots him off the river into the Thames from Big Ben. How am I going to see all the river? Where's the best vantage point? Oh, they haven't made the Millennium Wheel yet because it's not the Millennium, but I'm on Big Ben. And when the clock strikes, it's going to hide the sound of my shot.
Yeah, I think your timeline with Quigley sort of works because he's like that sort of Australian outback sort of time is about 1860s and Jack the Ripper's 1880s.
There we go. Perfect.
So it's a 20-year gap, but it's doable.
So let's say that I knew what I was talking about. Right. The next one's a stretch. Quigley in the French Revolution. No. But maybe he's younger. Or it's a previous reincarnation. Or just Quigley in Japan at any era is great.
Yeah, I think Quigley in Japan would...
1880 or 1860 Japan is an interesting time to play around, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I reckon there's a shipwreck and it washes up from Australia in Japan somehow. Does that work?
Yeah.
And he's maybe he's shipwrecked differently from where Cora is. And it's him trying to get to her, a nice basic love story. But she's actually fell in with some people. She's having a great old time. And when he shows up to rescue her, no, look how beautiful this is. And he starts to learn from. I mean, we pretty much have it in The Last Samurai, but this time it's more Tom Selleck.
Yeah.
Or have you seen the TV Shogun, or based on that?
Yeah.
It's a bit of that as well, a little bit, but I would watch that.
But he doesn't have a mustache in Shogun, does he? Mustache gun?
No, and Selleck's got to have a mustache. He looks really weird when he hasn't got one.
That would be good.
Or maybe that's how you start it.
I mean, you've got a trilogy there already. I think we can rule out the French Revolution, it was about 75 years before Quigley. So I think that'd be quite some prequel.
So I was raised to dream, Rich. I was raised to dream and follow those dreams. And when people say you can't have this, you double down on how much you want.
I was going to suggest in the French Revolution, we can get Christopher Lambert in there as well.
Yes,
it could be Quigley's dad or something instead.
And we'll just get James Remar to play Quigley. Quigley Senior. He's had a haircut, he shaved his moustache.
What year? Because this came out in 1990, so what year would have been a good time? Because I doubt a legacy sequel will work.
No.
93, 94?
Yeah. Don't rush into it. Yeah, 93. Perfect. And, drop the
same year as Jurassic Park.
Oh, I mean, not on the Jurassic Park, did it? Oh, hang on. Quigley and Jurassic Park. There we go.
Yeah, nice.
Because we need a sharpshooter. Must go faster,
Yeah, he'd be handy in Jurassic Park, wouldn't he?
He'd be brilliant.
Yeah.
Clever girl. You would need a good bad guy again for Quigley. And I know your problem is, how do you top
All right, so
Alan Rickman?
You can't have
Jeremy Irons.
You can't have Jeremy Irons because that's cheating.
Yeah.
So you need British. British was around in 93. Right. Who's a British
I know he's not British, but Michael Ironside is always on the bench.
Yeah,
ready to be called up.
I feel like Ironside, unless he's working with Verhoeven, though, is like he's just there.
Yeah,
he's more fun with. And Ironside, you've got to go Quigley back in the Wild West if you're against Ironside.
What about Gary Oldman?
Yes, 93 Oldman as well.
Yeah, that's doable, right?
So we're doing Gary Oldman is Jack the Ripper in Quigley in London.
Done.
Yeah, and it's Carry On Quigley to reference that London. Carry On Quigley, and he's going against Jack the Ripper. The final scene, Quigley is meant to have been kicked out of London. You're not wanted anymore. The Beefeaters are looking for him everywhere. So he needs to hide the sound of his gun. So he's on the Big Ben. He has to wait till it strikes 10. Boom. And that's when he shoots Jack the Ripper into the river. And that's why Jack the Ripper was never found, because he washed down the Thames.
Brilliant.
Boom.
Brilliant. Writes
I think that's a really good idea. The only problem is the title. Quigley Goes England. Quigley in England. Does that work? Or does it have to be goes somewhere?
So what's like a Cockney, what's like a East End Quigley in it?
Wow, Quigley in the East End.
Quigley wants a pint.
Brilliant.
Quigley's Last Orders. There you go.
Oh.
Could you have like an Old Man Logan story and have it now as an old man Tom Selleck?
Yeah, so what? So
quite old.
It's 35 years later. So what?
Rich, do your history. Where is he now?
1890s. So then you put him in the West, and it's developed past him. It's gone past him, and then it's more of an Unforgiven thing, because I don't think he's not the type of person to be like, can you believe all these different kinds of people moving into our neighborhood? He's quite lefty, isn't he? Quigley.
Yeah.
So it would more be that the world is passing him by. More of a get it right, but kind of the feel that Indiana Jones 5 had of like, the time's passing.
I mean, he'd pretty much be Old Man Quigley in the Jack the Ripper one anyway. Like, so 1888 was Jack the Ripper, so it's like 28 years, nearly 30 years later from Down Under.
I mean, you have to have it that he's picking up his rifle after a long time, don't you? He's found peace with Cora.
I retired that life long time ago.
And he has to grow his mustache back.
Love it.
Yeah. That'd be excellent. Are you surprised that not more people know about this movie?
Yeah, I mean, it came to me at the right time, because this was we just randomly rented it. And it wasn't a bomb. I think it underperformed, but it wasn't like it's not a notorious bomb. But I think it doesn't fit into like a cult classic, because it's not overly silly, and it doesn't fit into, it just landed at the wrong time, because it was too old Hollywood to be, because you had them revisionist westerns, didn't you? Like Unforgiven and Dances with Wolves. And
it came out the same year as Rescuers Down Under.
Yeah, so that's the problem. You wouldn't against that. But people didn't want westerns then, not fun westerns. They didn't want the hijinks of the cowboy. They wanted the cowboy to be like soul searching and looking off have a waste of my life. Whereas he's like, I'm fucking great at shooting.
And he is great at shooting.
Yeah. Someone pointed out that like he doesn't develop or learn at all, which I love. There's no character arc for Quigley in this. He just starts out great and ends like, yeah, I'm great, aren't I?
Yeah, true.
Do you think the name of the film doesn't help it? Quigley Down Under?
Yeah, because people must have been like, I haven't seen the first one.
Yeah.
And then I was like, is it based off a book series? No.
And it sounds like a comedy a little bit as well.
Yeah. He's a fish out of water. What's he going to get up to? Oh, it's some Aborigines being pushed off a cliff. Oh, God.
Oh, my God, it's brutal. That's it, by the way.
Yeah, that's kids.
It is wild, isn't it? Women and children thrown off a cliff. Like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, the first thing you see at the end of the film is like, no animals were hurt. It's like the first thing they get in there.
Yeah, because that horse
what
does
about
not...
the people?
Yeah. Oh, like, we killed 50 people, but...
But the animals, they're fine. They are fine.
It's sort of like, this is like the opposite of that Maverick.
Maverick.
Not Top Gun Maverick.
No, the Mel Gibson Maverick.
Mel Gibson Maverick. Because Mel Gibson's an Australian, goes to the Wild West in Maverick, whereas Tom Selleck's American, goes to Australia.
So Maverick is on my watch once a year list. Not that I condone Mel Gibson and the things he said. No. But you can separate the art from the artist. Lots of people worked hard on these films. Yeah. And God, Jodie Foster's amazing in that as well.
She is. She's great.
And so is James Gardner, isn't he, as well, isn't he? He's having a great time as the original Maverick. I've got one last question right quickly. If they did a reboot, would that excite you? Yeah, I'm fine with it. It has to be, I think, the feeling of, it has to be someone who loves the first film as the filmmaker. But then don't ruin it and have like Jai Courtney. Like who's your Quigley now? It's got to be someone who's like...
It's got to be someone cool.
In their 40s.
Glenn Powell, Ryan Gosling, Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, hang on. Kurt Russell, there you go. Not Kurt Russell.
Wyatt Russell.
No, Russell Crowe, sorry.
Russell Crowe. Get him on the treadmill.
He's already Australian.
No, he's American, but Russell Crowe's got that like kind of paunch he lived in, like.
Oh, that's true.
Because how old was Selleck when he did? He must have been late 40s, right?
How old Tom Selleck now? I can't tell. He looks great for his age.
I still love him. I'm straight, but he puts me on a Kinsey too, sure. But I think you can't have like one of these beautiful young. It needs to be someone in their 40s, bit lived in.
Yeah.
Like, who's a little bit past their prime now? Shia LaBeouf, there you go. Quigley is Shia LaBeouf is Quigley.
John Benthall, I would have gone with better.
Oh, I love that.
That's a good one.
Love that.
Basically, you cast him in anything and he's brilliant. So
yeah, I'd have him as Cora.
I have just realised that Simon Windsor directed Quigley Down Under.
Yeah,
and we talked about Crocodile Dundee in Los Angeles. He's the director of that. Same director.
He lived a different life in both those films.
He did The Phantom, which is an amazing film.
And Billy Free Zane. Willy. He did Billy Free Zane. Willy as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
We are all over the place now.
Those were Jamie Allerton's Unequal Sequels. Good choices.
Good, strong choices.
Good, strong choices that we'd not had before. I like it.
I
like it. And when it's not often in a best, worst, and dream that we get all three that we've never had before.
I loved it. Also, a couple that I thought would come up at some point in this podcast. Finally, someone picked Die Hard with a Vengeance. And it is a great sequel. I will fight anyone that says it's not.
Well, anyone who says it's not is wrong.
It's so much fun. I rewatched it again. I was like, this is so good. It bangs. Such a good film. Jeremy Irons, Bruce Willis being brilliant. Samuel L. Jackson, top quality action. Proper great Die Hard film. Proper great action movie. Which I think you can watch without watching the rest. Because that's what me and you did when we first watched it. We watched Die Hard with Vengeance first. Maybe that's why we love it so much. And then we came to worst sequel, Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Awful. Genuinely awful. Like, I'm lost for words for how bad it is.
A film made after Jurassic Park, and you'd think the effects would be better. They are not.
No, they are so worse. It feels like a film from the 70s.
Yeah. That is quite often when people ask about bad sequels, that is thrown in there. So I'm surprised it took this long. But I'm also probably because not many people have watched it.
Yeah, which is a good thing.
It is a good thing.
You shouldn't watch it because it's very bad.
The 95 original is actually quite silly fun.
Yes. Yeah, I quite enjoyed it.
It's not as violent.
Yeah.
Even Rich quite enjoyed it. I'll take that. It's not quite as violent as the games. I think
definitely not.
The new one is more like the games, and we're getting a sequel.
I'm sort of tempted to watch the new one.
Well, you have to at some point because the sequel's coming out next year. So might as well try and sit down and watch it. He is right. The lead guy in it is like a plank of wood. He's very boring. And it really struggles around that character. But there's some other fun things in it. And then obviously my dad's favourite film for Dream Sequel, Quickly Down Under.
A film I'd never heard of before.
It's great, isn't it?
Didn't even know it existed. It's great fun.
Tom Selleck as a cowboy in Australia.
I enjoyed it way more than I thought I was going to when you told me what it was. I was like, oh, that sounds rubbish.
I didn't even know Alan Rickman was the bad guy in it. And it's worth watching just for another classic Alan Rickman bad guy performance.
Brilliant Alan Rickman performance.
It's really good. Brilliant. Really fun.
It's really good.
Crazy Cora's in there. It doesn't. It's not appropriate in any ways to the natives, the Aborigines.
No, actually, considering like the time it was made, it's it's relatively good.
Yeah, also some really harrowing scenes in it.
Yeah.
What a movie! And there's plenty of scope for it to go to in sequels. I think we did a good job of trying to flush them out a little bit.
Yeah, I really want that Jack the Ripper sequel.
It'd be really good, wouldn't it?
It would. It would.
Tom Selleck, man, I think he should have had a bigger career. I mean, he's great in Three Men and a Little Baby and stuff like that. And he does lots of TV stuff, but maybe what if he did get Han Solo and Indiana Jones? The what if moments.
Yeah.
But great Tash, great man. Great film. Thank you very much for Jamie for coming on the podcast. If you haven't seen Jamie perform his comedy, he's a very funny man. I think that's obvious from the pod. We had a good laugh with him. He does 2 podcasts. He does his own podcast, the Best Movie 2 pod, and then he's also co-host of Just Films and That. So obviously he's a big film fan. Go listen to both of them. They're both cracking and worth your time, as in most film podcasts are, because they're all brilliant in our eyes. Like I said, go check him out. He tours all over the country. He's probably in your city right now.
He's not omnipresent, Dave.
Well, it surprised me. He works a lot.
Yeah.
He's got a good game.
Oh, lovely. Well, if you want a little bit more of Jamie, if you want to hear a little bit more about what it's like being a gigging comedian, then join us over on Another Slice. It's anotherslice.com/unequal sequel with just $2.99 a month. I mean, that's a paltry sum. You wouldn't even, if you set up a direct debit for $2.99 a month, you'd probably never even notice it going out. It's that kind of thing. It's less than you spend on coffee. Yeah. It's true.
It's true.
And you get 3 extra podcasts for that. You get extra bits for all the interview episodes. You get Disenfranchised and you get Box Set Mentality. So definitely worth it just for a bit of extra bit of us. But if that's not your thing, then make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the auto download button. We'll drop into your pod player of choice at least once a week. But also get on the social medias. Tell us what you thought of Jamie's choices. But also tell your friends about the pod. Go on. Tell your nan. I know she'd love us.
Nans love us. They do love us.
They do.
Yeah. My mother-in-law loves Rich's voice in particular.
Yeah.
She always says, he's got such a lovely voice. And that laugh.
It's a good job she doesn't meet me.
Yeah.
That's probably a good thing. Although I have met her. Met her at your wedding.
Yeah, you have. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, get on social medias. Let us know. We're on all of them. You can also leave comments on YouTube and on Spotify. Or you can send us an email, unequalsequel@hotmail.com. Join us there. Let us know what you thought. We'll read out your thoughts at the end of the month roundup.
Brilliant. We really are in the depth of season 9 now. We're nearly over. Don't be sad that it's nearly over. Be happy that it happened, or whatever the saying is. We are on next week. We are on to season 9, episode 10. Wowza. It's another cracker.
Don't worry. We've got 2 bangers of episodes coming, 2 absolutely brilliant episodes, and then our final Christmas collaboration special, which you are not going to want to miss.
It's going to be so much fun. So it's a goodbye from me. Bye-bye, and a goodbye from him.
Bye!
See you in the next one, sequel to this one. Have a great week. Bye-bye. I remembered it. I nearly forgot it. Because it's early in the morning when we're recording this, but...
It is, yeah.
if anyone knows, Rich is in his pajamas.
I haven't even got dressed
dressing
yet.
gown. He looks... Who do you look like? You look like a film character. You look kind of like Kevin McAllister from The First Time Alone when he realises he's got no parents. That's what it looks like. I think it's even the same colour. Red and black and white. It looks cozy, man.
Well, that would make sense because me and the boy are going to do Christmas decorations today and just stay in our pyjamas all day.
I'm jealous. I get to
go. We can.
I get to go to the bottle bank. That's why I referenced it at the beginning. What a day.